Just pull the pin off, push this pin out, and it comes off.
Oh, wow.
It doesn't get easier than that. That's a very good design.
Mm-hmm.
So.
All right, folks, here we are in the beautiful fall weekend. Look at the color behind us.
It's awesome. That's why we live here.
Yep. Well,
One reason.
one thing though, it was a little snowy this morning. We started the morning with our first snow of the season.
About an inch.
About an inch. It's all right. It's fine. But look at it now. Jackets off, sun's out. Season isn't over yet.
No, it's going to warm back up to 60s, 70s.
Yep. And even though snow's on the forecast, we got one more adventure ahead of us, going out to Grand Junction, Palisade for another art show. And, you know, we're going to make it a camping weekend.
That's right, that's right. And we got an upgrade to the camper
Yeah.
just for the trip.
So one of the questions that we've gotten since we got the Kimbo is, what about these jacks? And like, what about the payload? And, you know, are you going to upgrade your suspension? And like, what about all the extra weight from, you know, having the camper on? Well, we actually got a solution for some of that, and that was thanks to ChainLine Design. They actually sent us these quick release brackets.
So, you know, there's a significant amount of wind drag on the camper when you leave these jacks on there.
Yep.
And so the way it comes, the way we picked it up, the way we got it delivered, is the jacks are permanently mounted on there. There's 3 bolts. Mm-hmm. And so there's no quick and easy way to get the jacks off to, you know, improve gas mileage and so on. A lot of drag from the wind. So what did we do?
Well, so
ChainLine.
So ChainLine Designs reached out to us to send us a package of their quick release brackets designed specifically for the Kimbo, to be able to take those jacks off without having to, you know, go through all the work of removing the permanent mounts.
Yeah, you don't want to keep taking these bolts on and off. And you certainly don't want to take the bolts off the camper itself, because that's all sealed up.
Yeah.
So we'll show you how we put them on. It's super simple, and then super simple to take the jacks off. So
the stock bracket mounting for the jacks.
Right, so you can see there's no way to get this off without taking these 3 bolts off.
Yep.
So, and they've got nylon lock washers on, so that's something you don't want to keep taking on and off, because you'll ruin the nylon lock washer.
Okay.
So you'll just start wearing it out, and then it won't provide that same security that you get.
Okay.
So, so for like this rear one, you'll bolt this bracket right onto the jack itself.
And so what are those made out of? Those just like plate steel?
It's like a plate stainless steel.
Okay.
Yeah.
So a 1/4 inch.
Yeah.
Okay, solid.
Yeah, could be 3/16, about 1/4. Yeah, it's pretty solid. And then perfectly cut out. They must use some kind of CNC machine to cut these out. So.
Okay.
But the holes lined up perfect.
All right.
When I installed the first 2.
All right.
All right, now I'm putting the bracket on the actual jack. So you reuse the hardware that you took it off. So on the bracket on the camper, we put their spacer in with their hardware. So now we've got a round spacer will slide into here, and then one it'll go into here. Should be as simple as sliding them in and up, and then we'll put a pin through there. So here's the pin. There's the little pin to go through there. There you go. And now when you want to take them off, because we don't want to drive down the road, like next weekend we're going out of town, so we're driving all the way to Grand Junction. A lot of wind drag on these, so it's as easy as pulling that pin, pulling this one, and sliding the leg off. That's way better than just having to pull all these bolts off. So it's pretty slick. All the bolts are stainless steel. So the rear one is made a little bit differently. It doesn't have the extra spacer on it. So there's no gap. So we need this backing plate, and then the spacer will go on like that. Will go on like that. Then that'll butt up against the plate on the bracket on the camper itself.
So now let's see how it works, how it looks. So it looks,
So here,
doesn't stick out any further, does it?
it does just a little bit further, yeah. So it sticks out about 1.25 inches.
Okay.
This is the distance here from center to center.
Okay.
It does stick out. So,
Okay.
but this whole section comes off.
Okay.
Right. So the rear one needs a extra plate because between the mounting bracket and this plate you have a spacer. That spacer is the exact thickness of the hook bracket.
Okay.
I'll call it. So
Because you had talked about this before. Oh, look at that.
yeah. So, and if you zoom in here, you'll see where this spacer is. So
Yeah.
we're sandwiching the spacers in between.
Oh, okay.
And then this bracket slides in between and up.
Oh, right.
Yep. And then the pin goes in, and then you're good.
Nice.
So
This was something you had talked about before, was like wanting to reduce the drag and improve the gas mileage.
right,
But
and
being
the weight too, right?
the
Because
weight.
each one of these is it got to be 30 pounds.
Right.
So it's 120 pounds that we're
Right.
taking off too.
That's like a size of a person,
Right.
small person like
Yep.
me.
Yep. So
Yeah.
that's a extra 120 pounds we can put in, or just keep it lighter.
Yeah.
So
Nice. So yeah, a very easy way to take these off before a longer trip or any trip.
I mean, come on, that doesn't get easier than that.
Yeah. Nice.
You know, I always complain about hokey designs, but this is not it.
Yeah.
This is quality made, so.
Yeah. Boom, just like that. We could say it looks cooler because,
Yeah.
all right, we'll leave those behind for our trip.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll just, so yeah, definitely, I think
Way more streamlined look.
more streamlined. So we had to say another pro is that it just looks cooler. You don't have these big legs hanging down. But,
Right.
But anyways, guys, if you're interested in looking for another solution for your camper jacks, ChainLine Design, it's a small husband-wife based business out of Bellingham, Washington. They're just down the street from Kimbo. So of course they worked with Kimbo first, but they do have some other campers that they have designs for as well.
Other camper brands and other jack brands as well. So, which
Yep.
is important because this isn't the only jack brand out there. So.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, I think we're streamlined, ready for the next trip.
Yeah, it should be exciting.
All right. Well, we'll squeeze in a little bit more summertime before all the snow comes for good.
Yes. It's going to be a warm fall.
Maybe it'll be a warm season.